When people think of Bruce Lee, they imagine the lightning-fast kicks, the powerful one-inch punch, and his unmatched speed. They think of Kung Fu, Jeet Kune Do, and his iconic nunchaku skills. But what most people don't realize is that one of Bruce Lee's deadliest weapons didn't come from traditional martial arts at all, it came from boxing. That's right. Bruce Lee, the man who revolutionized martial arts in the 20th century, secretly infused world-class boxing techniques into his fighting style, leaving opponents shocked and completely unprepared. This wasn't just about throwing punches. It was about adapting the sweet science of boxing footwork, head movement, combinations, and timing into his own unique combat system. And the way he did it changed the game forever. How Bruce Lee discovered the power of boxing. Bruce Lee's fascination with boxing began during his teenage years in Hong Kong. At just 18 years old, he competed in a boxing tournament where he faced the reigning three-time champion, Gary Elms, and won. This victory wasn't just luck. Bruce had already been studying how Western boxers moved, how they closed distance, and how they used precise punching over flashy but slow techniques. Unlike many traditional martial artists of his time, Bruce wasn't limited by cultural pride, he was willing to learn from any source if it improved his fighting skills. He saw that boxing offered something that most kung fu styles lacked: constant motion, head slips, feints, and a focus on realistic, direct strikes that could be used in a real fight. This discovery planted the seed for what would later become his signature blend of martial arts. Why traditional martial artists were caught off guard. During Bruce Lee's era, many traditional martial artists trained for form, discipline, and cultural heritage, but not necessarily for real, chaotic combat. In tournaments, they stood in fixed stances, waiting for the right moment to strike. In contrast, boxing was dynamic. Boxers moved constantly, used angles, and never presented a still target. Bruce realized that in a real fight, being a stationary target was suicide. So, when he fought, he didn't stand like a Wing Chun master with a rooted stance. Instead, he bounced lightly on his feet like a boxer, ready to attack or evade at any moment. This movement confused his opponents because they expected the rigid rhythm of traditional martial arts. But instead, they were met with unpredictable footwork, sudden shifts in range, and lightning-fast jabs right down the center. Bruce Lee's mastery of the jab, the key to control. If there's one punch that defines boxing, it's the jab. To an untrained eye, it looks simple, a quick straight punch with the lead hand. But in boxing, the jab is the king. It controls distance, disrupts the opponent's timing, and sets up every other strike. Bruce Lee understood this perfectly. In fact, he once said the lead punch was the most important strike in his entire arsenal. He studied M.